more help is on the way to ease the Permian Basin's pipeline shortage. Exxon, Mobil and Plains All-American Pipeline announced Tuesday their intent to build a 1 million barrel a day crude oil pipeline. The project would move oil from the Permian Basin, Wink in Midland, to the Texas Gulf Coast, Webster, Baytown and Beaumont. The most prolific oil field in the country is struggling with bottlenecks as rising oil prices push production higher, outpacing the available pipeline capacity to take oil out to refineries on the Gulf Coast. It's not a quick fix, demand grows, but Permian Basin drillers are stuck waiting on new pipelines. That booming region in West Texas and New Mexico has pipeline capacity of about 3.1 million barrels per day compared to production of 3.3 million barrels per day, according to Bloomberg Intelligence. Even with some oil being refined locally or transported elsewhere by rail, the region is pushing its capacity. This week's announcement provided few details, such as cost or schedule. These massive pipelines usually take at least 18 months, so it's unlikely to open before 2020. If the project goes forward, it would be one of several large pipelines planned to solve the Permian Basin capacity problem. The EPIC crude oil pipeline, opening in 2019, will provide 550,000 barrels a day capacity from the Permian Basin and Eagle Ford to Corpus Christi. Houston-based Plains All-American announced in February that it was going forward with its Cactus II pipeline. Opening in 2019, that would provide at least 585,000 barrels per day between the Permian Basin and the Corpus Christi area. Phillips 66 said in April it had sufficient commitments to go ahead with its Gray Oak pipeline connecting West Texas and the Corpus Christi area. That's set to open late 2019 with at least 385,000 barrels. This latest pipeline would transport oil for Irving-based Exxon as well as other Permian Basin producers. Buying Base family land, Exxon makes its biggest bet yet on the Permian. Exxon would need the largest chunk of that capacity to continue with its plans to triple oil and gas production from the Permian Basin by 2025. Exxon kicked off those ambitious plans last year, when the company paid Fort Worth's Base family as much as $6.6 billion for about 275,000 acres in the Permian Basin. This week's pipeline announcement included that a priority would be placed on using existing pipeline corridors to help limit potential community and environmental disruptions.